Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Thank you for coming and taking time out of your busy schedule. This is my second speech of Introduction to Speech for Columbia College that I'm attending, trying to get my bachelor's degree in general education. So today I'll be giving you my speech, and it's going to be based off of my purpose is trying to teach the listeners, you guys, on how to properly buy a motorcycle specifically that is right for you. So to lighten the speech up and make it fun today, I thought I'd wear a top, a riding jersey from riding. Hope you all enjoy this, and again, thanks for coming. So there are various sizes, makes, and models when selecting a motorcycle. And all this needs to be taken into consideration when you're going to purchase a motorcycle. So you're going to go spend a lot of money. You don't want to waste your money, get the wrong bike, and not enjoy your riding while you're out there. So there's very many resources out there. You can ask questions, you can get help, and go from there. I've been riding dirt bikes for approximately 11 years now, so I have a little bit of background on that. And I just like to share what I have, along with some resources that you can go to get some information. Dirtbikemagazine.com is a great resource you can use, and Motocross Action Magazine.com is also a great website to reference to ask questions. And so you need to decide what motorcycle is right for you. So we're going to talk today about dirt bikes and purchasing a dirt bike, and we're going to stick between the 125 and the 500cc selections. Now, the reason I want to do that is because they are the three most common bikes bought today in the dirt bike riding arena. So we'll go over those. There are very many other options, however, we don't have time to discuss those today, so we'll go from there. In selecting a motorcycle, there's a lot of questions you have to ask yourself. You have to ask your size, your weight, your skill level, where you're going to ride the bike and how you want to ride the bike, and those types of questions you need to ask yourself. Get them answered so you can buy the proper bike. So to continue on, you want to decide what brand or what make of motorcycle you want to buy, and that can be difficult because if you we'll discuss the KTM, the Honda, Kawasaki, and Yamaha today. So when you take those four bikes, let's say all equal size 250s, you set them side by side, they're all going to look the same. Now they may not look the same to a pro rider, but to a beginner or a novice rider, then they're going to look the same, but there will be quite a bit of differences. So we'll discuss KTM, Honda, Kawasaki, and Yamaha, and price differences there and what your considerations may be. So Ryan Dungey last year won the Supercross Championship. He rode a KTM. Of course, because of that, his popularity went up, the popularity of the bike went up, so everybody wanted a KTM, even though their skill level or their physical stature couldn't handle the bike. And so the prices of those bikes, of course, is KTM expensive, Honda would follow, and then you would have Kawasaki and Yamaha pretty much in the same ballpark for that. So you'll need to take that into consideration. Moving on, there's also the opportunity or the availability to buy a used bike. Now, you never know what you're getting with a used bike, so it's kind of a hairy situation. You may want to take your time on purchasing a used bike. Make sure it's in good shape and it meets your needs as well. Parts for those bikes is a consideration you need to take in that as the prices of the bikes of course are expensive, the parts will also follow. And another problem with that is when you purchase a bike, if you need service on that bike or you need help with that bike, then you want to make sure you have a local dealer that will take care of that bike and hopefully help you for fairly cheap. So, or at least within a reasonable price range. So once you figure it out what motorcycle you want to buy, you got to figure out some certain options. So let's talk about the 350 or correction, the 250, the 300, and the 450. So 250, 300, and 450 is the CC. we're talking about the engine displacement there. The higher the CC, what you're talking about is the heavier the bike. And it's important to keep in mind because you don't really want to have a heavy bike if your skill level is not there. If you're a really skilled rider, then maybe a bigger bike, heavier bike meets your needs. So a 250 of course is going to have less power, a 450 is going to have more power. Now again, you're talking about the weight, but if you're riding 250, it doesn't meet your demands on power, then you're not going to enjoy the bike. If it's a 450 and it's too powerful for you, then you're not going to enjoy it in that arena as well. So all these bikes come with upgrades. You have front forks, which are differences between oil, air, and you have your choices there, and there's performance there. You have rear suspension that you have options on to include the sprocket, and then exhaust packages to improve your performance on the bike. So depending on the style of riding you want to do, that's what things you want to think of. So I've given you a few options there today. In closing, getting ready to end this today, again, I just want to go over that a lot of factors to consider, and in the short 7-minute time, it's not enough to say. So please consider your size, your weight, where you're going to ride, how you're going to ride, and your skill level. That is in a nutshell my briefing for you today. Again, I appreciate you all for coming. If I open up to any questions, if there's no questions, everybody have a good day. Any questions? Great, thank you. Have a good day.